Hi everybody, welcome to Snap Vegan. We're eating on the cheap, doesn't have to kill you. Today is my vent day, one of them. Let me back up a little bit. Today I went to pool therapy, my first day. And man, I tell you, getting in that pool, it was 95 degrees, the water, and I tell you, it was heaven. And oh my gosh, I haven't been in a pool in more than 5 years. It's been that long. More than 5 years. And boy, did that feel good. It was like non-stop. There was only one moment where I had one of those pool noodle things. Had it behind my neck, but up under my armpits, and I was holding on to it like this. And where I was just absolutely just free floating, and it was like water traction. I mean, kind of a thing. No pressure on my spine or none of that. And that was about I think she gave me 4 or 5 minutes of that, and it was fantastic. And I moved in every which way. I moved to the left. I moved to the right. Walked frontwards, walked backwards, did the hokey pokey. I turned myself around. And I'm tired now. Wore out. But it felt so good to be able to move without having that pressure. And she'd made mention, I got another appointment on Tuesday. And she said, well, let's see how you tolerate this, and then we'll decide what we're going to do on Tuesday. I'm thinking, tolerate? This is great. Are you kidding me? And then I got out of the pool. And it felt like I weighed 1,000 pounds. Man. The gravity was amazing. Not in a good way. I'm sorry for yawning, but this is my casual time. So, you know what this channel is about, right? You know this channel is about life on food stamps. My goal to lose at least 100 pounds. That might take me 3 years. It might take me 4 years. However long it takes, I'm going to do it. But, it's also about taking personal responsibility for my health. Because I wrecked this body all on my own. I ate the wrong crap all those years. And it took me 59 years to figure out and learn, you know, what I was doing wrong and how to correct it. So that's what I'm doing. And I think by now I should have lost a lot more weight than I have. I mentioned my highest weight was 283, but it was really kind of more than that. But I didn't go to my doctor during that period of time. I didn't leave the house. You know why I didn't leave the house? I couldn't fit my clothes. I stayed around here all the time. I mean, I know what my highest weight was, because I did look. But I ain't saying what it was. Just know that I couldn't fit in any of my clothes and I wasn't going to buy anymore. We'll just call 283 the known high point. I think I'd have probably lost more weight than I have by now. But, you know, I have, confessed I've cheated, along the way. And so that's on me. Right now I'm on the 10-day maximum weight loss program. I have not broke the code. But I am on day 2 of steroids now. 10 days of steroids. One of my diagnoses is prolonged use of steroids. Well, having surgery after surgery after surgery after sprain after this after that. All that, that was their answer to everything. And that's what damaged my heart and got me on a Tylenol and gave me AFib. And now that I'm off all that, here they put me back on steroids. And at least I'm not feeling like, you know, the Incredible Hulk, that I could lift up a car or anything. And up until, you know, I guess, well, today wasn't a really good indication, because I'm thinking, well, it take about 3 days for the steroids to kick in. I don't know. If they've kicked in, I haven't felt any, any difference. Usually I get agitated and angry, like roid rage kind of thing. But I ain't been around anybody to get agitated or angry about or with or to or anything like that. And that's good. Anyway, back to the pool therapy. So I get out of the pool. I feel like I weigh 1,000 pounds. And I get dressed, come home, give Austin a little walk around the building, come back in, and bam! Ugh! Everything, every joint in my body is on fire. So I'm going to have to suck it up and take an ibuprofen tonight. But first I'm going to eat like a huge bowl of greens, green salad. I'm going to throw kale and the spring mix in there and some extra spinach. Excuse me, I'm not going to have any tomatoes because I know tomatoes are going to, set me off. And then I'm going to get my heating pad and I'm going to go to bed early, really early. And I'm just going to let the ibuprofen work its magic and the heating pad do its thing. And man, I'm supposed to go to the food bank in the morning. Be in line at like 7 o'clock. I think I'm going to wait until maybe 9:30 or 10 to catch the tail end of that action. I'm going to sleep until I wake up. That's what my plan is. And but it did feel good about the pool therapy. Did feel good. It was nice to feel weightless. God, I'd love to be an astronaut up in the ISS. No trauma on your bones. That would be good. Being able to float everywhere. Can you imagine? That would be so awesome. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, this channel is about personal responsibility, taking responsibility for my own health. And I have another new developing thing to tell you about, which might surprise you. People that know me, they're not going to be surprised. They're probably just going to be surprised I'm going to tell you. Okay, so you remember a couple of videos back where I said, ask and ye shall receive? And the other one that I did that said, how to advocate for yourself? What did I say? I said, write letters, didn't I? Okay, so I've had a couple of my viewers send me a message and talk about how beautiful my smile is. And I thank you for that. It's nice. And when I smile out in public, people take notice. They do. They're like, that's a nice smile. And that's great. But I got dentures. And they're wobbly. And I paid like $1,365 back in the day when I got these things. And these are 10. They're temporary. And right now, I'm a year past time to get my perms. And the reason that is because of the trial for my granddaughter's murder. I didn't know when it was going to be. Every month they would send us a notice. The next hearing's going to be this. And they say, oh no, you don't need to be here. And then the trial's going to start here. And then it doesn't. And then, it's like off and on or off and on. And so I talked to my dentist about it. And I said, look, I don't know where I'm going to have to be at any given day. I really don't. they tell you one thing and then they do something else, and my emotions were all over the place, and gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight. And, you know, supposedly about every 10 pounds you lose, you got to get a new reline for these things. That's about $280 to get your dentures relined and make them fit. Well, I sure as hell don't have that now, that kind of money, but I do have cushion grip in the closet. That'll help. But I didn't want to do that because I knew they were going to have to take an impression. Anyway, so when I got these done, I asked them. They came out with a newer, flashier, higher quality, you know, product. And I said, well, look, there's $300 difference between what I paid for, you know, those. So if I give you the $300, you know, can I get those? And he said, sure. Well, that was back when I had, you know, some money. I was going to school. I had a student loan. I could have, you know, or actually my Pell Grant or my VRAP. Well, my VRAP money, I could have, you know, that's how, VRAP is how I paid for these. And when I was going to school. And, but now I'm on disability. And I don't have $300 ever. So I'm lucky to be able to buy toilet paper and laundry detergent, and that's barely. So I wrote a letter, and I said, I know you said that I could pay the $300 and get the upgrade, but when we agreed to that, I had money. Now I don't. I'm on disability. I've already paid $1,365 plus $200 on top of that just to make these match in color. So, you know, premium teeth instead of the economy versions. And, you know, I'm thinking, I've already paid $200 extra of that $300. Maybe he'll, you know, at any rate. And so I just, in the letter, I just ticked down the history of my visit, because the last time I went to check on this, our little notes of our discussion had disappeared from my chart. And the two technicians that wrote those notes know they wrote those notes, and now know those notes aren't in there. So they were my witness that that was the discussion and whatever. So anyway, I got a call from the dentist's office Wednesday, and they said he read your letter and he wanted me to let you know that he will give you the upgrade for free at no charge, and you need to come in on the morning of the 17th. He will be here to personally take care of your case. I'm like, yeah. What did I tell you? Advocate for yourself. Tell the truth. Don't lie. Never lie. Always tell the truth. So when I went back and I ticked down all the events that we had talked about and this and that and the other, also mentioned that his staff was there to witness that and that the notes all of a sudden disappeared, he knew I was telling the truth because he had two people to collaborate for me. And they did. So now I get a dental makeover. Yeah, I'll get my wobblies take care of, and everything is going to be thinner, so it won't be so thick feeling in here. You won't hear me clicking while I'm talking. When you hear me click when I talk, it's because they're loose, and even if I've got adhesive in there, they just come loose when I'm talking. There's a big gap between the bottom of my natural gum and in the mold in here that I have to use the adhesive for filler to fill in that space, and it is disgusting. Let me tell you, sometimes. And lettuce, when you have dentures, it is really, really hard to chew lettuce. You know, if you don't have a good bite and a good grind going on in the back there of the molars, forget about it. I can't bite an apple. Forget about it. I never probably will be able to, because, you know, the lower teeth are always problematic unless you have dental implants, and I'm not going there. No. Couldn't if I wanted to. I don't have that kind of money. But, so, I'm getting a dental makeover. Thanks, everybody, for my smile. Now my lowers will be less big. Because, you know, before, when I would talk, you couldn't see my bottom teeth when I talk. You could see my top teeth when I talk. But now, you know, with all this dental thing going on, it's the opposite. Now you can see my bottom teeth when I talk, and you can't see my top teeth when I talk. Blah. Anyway, we're going to make sure that everything is spaced the way it ought to be spaced. That when I'm talking, you know, you don't see more bottom than top. And I pick them up on the 20th. It takes 3 days to make them. They do what's called a wax try-in. They'll take these and put the goo in it, and that's what they make the impression with. And the material that they use is a lot thinner than this, so everything will fit nice and really nice and give me more room in my mouth. Just what I need, more food in my mouth. But especially in the top area, it'll be a lot nicer and not so thick, and it'll feel more natural. So that's, you know, for what it is. The reason I had to have dentures is when I was a kid, we had tetracycline for antibiotic way back in the day, in the early 60s. And it just really wreaked havoc with the enamel on my teeth. Made everything soft all my life. And always had to have fluoride treatments and this and that, and fillings would fall out. And then, you know, when I got to be, how old was I? Well, it was in 2012, right after my, no, it was in 2013, right after my, was it? 14, 15, 16, no. 2014, like May of 2014. And I was watching TV, and I was eating grapes, seedless grapes, watching TV, and one half of my molar just completely broke out. And then I went to go get that checked out, and they discovered I had multiple abscesses here. I didn't even feel the pain from it. I didn't even feel the pain. But I had multiple abscesses here. It was really bad. You know, like I said, you know, I had crowns. I had like bridges and crowns, and my mouth was worth a lot of money. And then, so they had to take them all. They had to take them all. For me to get all of that corrected and rebuilt and everything would have been about 12 grand. Yeah. No insurance pays for that. None. So, let me tell you, dental care is health care. I don't care what anybody says. All that abscess, an infection gets in your bloodstream, it affects every organ in your body. Every organ in your body, every joint in your body for inflammation, all of it. It should be health care. So should chiropractic. But anyway, so that's another good news where I advocated for myself, I asked, and I am receiving. And you can too. Whatever your situation is, write that letter, tell the truth, run down the timeline, ask for an amicable resolution, and compliment them that you know that they're going to be fair because you have been with them for, you know, X number of years or however long, and it worked out, and I am grateful. And so 21st or 22nd, I'll have my new teeth. And we'll see how that works out. So that's it. I did make a video on red pepper and garlic hummus that I made. I made another video on Nada made another video on stir fry. I haven't edited them yet. I'm not even going to do the intro for this video. I'm just going to upload it bare naked, just like this, because I'm tired and I'm going to go to bed. So while this is uploading, I'm going to make my salad and take my ibuprofen after I eat, because never take one on an empty stomach. And me and my heating pad going to say sayonara for the night. Hope you enjoy. Thank you for your support, your continued support. And, you know, I'm sharing this, you know, this is a vlog about my path to better health. It's also a video library for my son when I croak, or my grandson, or my granddaughter, or whoever wants to come back and visit this and see what I was fighting for, and see what I was going through, and all of this. God, I wish my dad had, this technology had been around for my mom and dad. I wish they'd have been able to do something like this. I'd love to, you know, Mother's Day, Father's Day, go back and review and hear their voice again, and try to see what they were going through, and have something to feel proud, you know, be proud about. And, you know, I hope my son looks back on this and he's proud that his mom's fighting back, taking charge of her own health, and doing what she's got to do to get better. And that's all we can do. That is all we can do. And now I am woke. Woke AF, as they say. You know what I'm saying. Because, you know, once you have the knowledge, once you've read the science, once you've seen the results, once you've seen studies of an entire town doing the same thing, and why, and what to do, and you don't do it to correct your health, that's just bonkers. So, I'm doing what I can do. I'm doing it drug-free. I'm doing it as much as possible. I am taking the ibuprofen tonight, and I have to take those damn steroids for 10 days. But I'm not on everything else. Matter of fact, I'm down to 1 inhaler. So now that makes 13 or 14 medications gone. I'm only down to 1 now. Yay. And so I'm fighting. I'm fighting back. I'm doing what I got to do. Whatever it takes, however long it takes. I just wish I had lost more weight by now. But I did cheat a couple times, so, you know. But damn, that still shouldn't have done it. But now that I know what's going on with my bones and why everything hurt, like I said, I am moving more. I'm getting into this PT, doing my home exercises, and here's my strappy band. What you do is you put this in the, see this little knot? You close the door on this knot, and then you take these parts, and like in a V, you pull it towards you and pull it towards you, and that helps my shoulders and my neck. And I do that twice a day. I've been doing that twice a day. Well, I take that back. There was a 5-day blitz there. I didn't do anything. But I was doing PT instead at the place. So, got to do what we got to do. We've got to do what we can do. And I hope my experiences don't bum you out, because I don't want you to be bummed out. I hope it helps somebody know that, I mean, if me at this weight and this size, with all these medical issues that I have, can eat better food. Come here, boo. This is Austin. Can eat better food, take personal responsibility, coordinate with your doctors, get the right help, and you know, get back to a path of health. Because let me tell you, people, our health care is hanging in a balance. I don't know if you like Obamacare, you don't like Obamacare. I don't know what your situation is, but let me tell you, life came at me fast. I was doing good until I wasn't, and it was Austin, crazy dog. This is how he gives me a hug. And then it was just like a series of surgeries that I had to have. You know, nothing I did was my fault, but it happened fast, and then I couldn't work. because I was out of work so much. In between surgeries, on medication, where I couldn't drive. So just because you got a cushy job and your employer pays for your health care like mine did, let me tell you, you lose that job and you can't afford that $700 a month COBRA payment because you don't have a paycheck. Time to start eating right. I wish I'd have known this way back when. I wish I'd have known it. I wish I'd have known it, but I didn't. So I know it now, and you now know it. So with our health care hanging in the balance, a big pharma screwing us up the rear end every single time we go to fill a prescription. You know, I'm kicking pharma to the curb, bitches. I am kicking pharma to the curb. And I am doing what I can do to make things better, and you can too. So, thank you for your support. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel, and let's do this thing together, okay? And watch for my hummus and stir-fry videos coming Saturday and Sunday, okay? Say bye, Austin. Bye. Bye-bye.